So Goldilocks was charged with 4 different counts. They were breaking and entering, or what we commonly refer to as burglary, trespass, criminal mischief for breaking Baby Bear's chair, and theft of porridge.
Courtrooms to Classrooms is a 30-year-old program. It started in 1995, where members of the Denver District Attorney's Office go out to 5th grade classes, Denver Public Schools classes, 1 day a month. And we basically teach a curriculum. It's really just an orientation for students with the criminal justice system and the people that work in it.
It's also an introduction for them to everyone's responsibilities, from the judge and the judicial staff to the defense bar and the defense attorneys that represent clients, and then our role as the representatives of the people of the city and county of Denver.
These are 10 and 11-year-olds, and they're learning about the world, and we get to go in and be a part of that. We have teams of 3 or more that go into 5th grade schools and try to just broaden the students' understanding of the criminal justice system. And they have a mock trial with Goldilocks.
They seem to really enjoy and get excited about the opportunity to not just put on a mock trial at a real courthouse. We're here at the City and County building, and they will do trials in civil courtrooms. They'll do trials in criminal courtrooms over at the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here for the trial of the people versus Goldilocks. I represent people in this case against Goldilocks. He is charged with breaking and entering, criminal mischief, theft, and criminal trespass of the dwelling. We will prove that Goldilocks is guilty, and we ask you to find him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
While the prosecution will present their versions of the events, the evidence will show that Goldilocks is not guilty.
They do take it extremely seriously. They have fun with it, but there's nothing wrong with having fun as well as being serious. So they, will dress up for their roles. They'll commit their witness statements to memory. They'll practice opening, closing statements, how to give directs and cross-examinations. So they really strive to put on a full trial. And the other most interesting thing for me is every year I've done this, they're very creative. It's remarkable the sort of theories they come up with, both in their prosecution and defense, things that never even crossed my mind. They really will dive in and build their entire case around, the flaw of the DNA evidence, or whether or not there were footprints in the snow in December when this crime allegedly occurred.
The jury finds the defendant guilty.
Great job.
Yay!
I hereby declare case closed.
For the whole year, we talk about choices. And as we know, when students turn 10, which is perfect for 5th grade, choices change. And when they're doing things, they have to be thinking about, now that I'm 10, how's that going to impact me differently? So this whole program is just about that. It's about how do I make good decisions about my friends? How do I make good decisions about, choices that I make in my daily lives? They talk to their parents about choices that they've made. So then this culminating activity shows which side of the courtroom that you want to be on. Yeah, I don't think civics is taught enough in the education system. I know once you're in high school, you only have to take 1 semester of civics, so I figure why not start it earlier? I know it's a huge part of creating good humans, which I believe in and which Park Hill believes in, and their civic duty, or understanding how our city and how our state work through laws is really important.
They're not that far actually from potentially being participants in the system as jurors or otherwise. And so having the sense of what the system is and how it operates at an early age, I think is a very valuable thing for them to learn. We operate in a democratic system, and as such, jury trials are one of the fundamental aspects of being an American. Participation in the jury system, while it is compulsory by virtue of citizenship, is also a privilege. I think it's a great chance for them to put a face to our office and see that, we really are here to serve them. They're members of our community, and maybe consider this as a career one day, or at least when they get called for jury service after they turn 18, they'll at least have an idea of what to expect.
It's a wonderful program because we deal with some really important but really heavy stuff at the district attorney's office, and we love doing it. But I would say just as much as it is a little break for the kids, you know, to have something different, it's something different for us. And I love kids in general. I think they're great, and I think just being able to kind of get out of the office, get out of the courtroom, and just, you know, like do something fun in the community. I mean, it's just a nice extra for us.
Stay elevated by subscribing to the city's YouTube page for these stories and more. And stay tuned to our social media channels for more content. Don't miss our new episodes of Elevating Denver, premiering each month. Thanks for watching, Denver.